Alright, let's do it.
The first words of this recording is "nyeh."
Yeah.
How appropriate.
Up my input a little. That should do it. Alright.
Alright, let's do this. Farewell, my Turnabout Part 4-1. Trial.
And error.
Oh, I thought there was another investigation. We're going right into it. Okay.
Oh, we're getting German here.
How did I get into this mess?
What?
You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Oh,
Oh,
God.
Shit. Bow tie.
Oh, that's far enough. You can't
What
run
have I
forever,
done?
Mr. Wright. I cannot allow you to go on like this.
I'm just a simple defense attorney!
Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title.
I've had this dream before. Someplace, some time ago, in the worst opening case of all time. As if this day was written into my destiny. Today I'll stand in court as a lawyer. To prove a killer innocent.
Every real-life defense attorney shouts, "Join the club!"
March 23rd, 9:43 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. God, I am nervous that we picked the right choices.
I
Still
love that
somewhere.
ringtone.
Hello, this is Phoenix Wright.
You don't look so well, dude. You're gonna prove me not guilty today, right?
He's right in front of him.
If you please, Mr. Lawyer. Remember, it's not just me. Your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict, too.
Don't worry, the plaintiffs are deaf and blind. Ooh. Now listen up. You better get unguarded guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever.
Maya.
Phoenix?
I think this is Mia.
Okay.
Oh. Phoenix. Phoenix.
I hope it's Edgeworth.
Mia! Maya! How's Maya?
I don't know.
I like how her hair looks even more like a pretzel.
You don't know?
She hasn't tried to channel me since yesterday.
Mia. What am I supposed to do?
Well, like I said, for a lawyer, the worst of times when you have to force your biggest smiles.
What?
You can't give up. There's still some hope left.
Stop it! Please! There's nothing left. Not here. Not anywhere.
Ooh, that's a new facial expression.
Ah, it's that cursed unguard again! Will you leave me alone? Look, don't call me anymore! I mean it!
You're really mean, pal.
Ah! Gumshoe! Really sorry. Where are you?
They let me join the investigation team, and we're chasing after the killer, pal.
Did he have some sort of lead?
Sorry, but right now we've got 0 leads on the guy. But we're not going to give up.
Gumshoe.
Until the trial is over, until the verdict is handed down, we're going to do everything we can and find the killer. If we can get Maya out, then you can get on guard the guilty verdict he deserves, pal.
That's true. I could do that if they found Maya first.
What happened to him being fired?
You got that? So you have to do whatever you can to make the trial last longer.
I have to make the trial last longer?
If you go at Mr. Edgeworth with everything you got, then you two can draw it out.
Oh, now I get it.
He just needs paper and crayons.
I believe in you, pal. You and Mr. Edgeworth can do it. You can borrow my supply Crayola, but keep the dandelion safe. So, believe in us. We're going to give it all we got, just like you.
Got it. Thanks, Gumshoe.
Hey, Phoenix. You understand now, don't you? Something money will never be able to buy. Friendship.
Wait.
Also, project a little bit louder.
I can only do so much.
She says as she yells louder.
It's the strongest weapon in the world, and we have it in abundance.
Yeah. Looks like we're coming to the end. I have to make the trial last as long as I can. Gumshoe will come through. I know it! Oh, that tasted weird to say. Oh.
Come on, don't kick the man while he's down.
I mean,
Well, he's not down right now.
I am literally your only hope, pal.
and that's what scares me the most.
March 23rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Here we go.
Court is now in session for the trial of Matt Ongard.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
You
Oh my God,
smug
that's really
prick.
We'll pin a rose on your nose.
Now, as I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our... The mystery being, what exactly was Miss Adrian Andrews' role in this murder? That is to say, is she really connected to the crime itself? Mr. Edgeworth, if you would please inform the court of today's proceedings.
Adrian Andrews. She forged evidence that threw suspicion onto Mr. Ongard, and then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing a nickel samurai costume. The guilt of these actions are those from which she cannot escape.
And you're saying that she is guilty after all?
I'm not finished, Your Honor.
Ooh, see that look? He's whipping
Miss
him.
Andrews has nothing to do with committing the actual murder. I would like to direct the court's attention to this card.
What is that? It looks like a shell.
This is the calling card of a certain assassin.
Slowpoke.
Assassin, you say?
Yes, Juan Corrida was killed by a professional assassin. And the person who hired his assassin, his client, so to speak, is Matt Ongard.
What a surprising turn of events!
I would think it's become commonplace by now, Your Honor.
I know what's going on this time. So, I know that everything Edgeworth has said is true.
But we still have to hold out as long as we can. Oh, that was weird to like pause. At least until Maya's safe and sound. Ugh.
I wonder how the trial will turn out today.
Now then, please call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ooh.
The prosecution calls the defendant's mentor, Mr. Will Powers, to the stand.
I want to imagine he did the air quotes.
I can hear those air quotes.
Then it means I haven't said them hard enough. You need to taste them, defendant. I mean, witness. Shit.
He's not the defendant this time.
You fucked up an improv.
Now then. Witness. Not defendant. Witness your name and occupation, please.
Okay. I'm, Will Powers. I'm a poor, underpaid action star.
Oh my god.
And what is your relation to the defendant? Not the witness, the defendant.
Well, that's, I guess I'm sort of a lousy mentor to him in a way. Yeah, I suck.
Mr. Powers, please, you don't need to put yourself down so much.
That's what Gumshoe's for.
Oh, sorry. Well, but I'm just kind of a nothing sort of guy.
On the night of the murder, you visited the defendant's room. Is this correct?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Gotta ask the right questions. But, I didn't actually get to see Matt when I went.
All you need to do is answer what you are asked. Now then, I would like you to please testify about when you went to Mr. Onguard's room.
Okay, sure. After the awards ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume. He was talking with someone at first. I thought it was the bellboy. I fucked that up a little bit. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me.
Phoenix caused the case to, die, I guess. I forgot the word.
Nothing sounds out of place in Mr. Powers' testimony.
And talking with the bellboy's no big deal.
If one assumes that the person Mr. Onguard was speaking was an ordinary bellboy.
What are you implying?
Well, Mr. Wright, let's have your cross-examination, shall we?
Looks like we're in another sticky situation.
Huh?
A trap. Can't you smell it, Phoenix? But for us to find out more, we're going to have to charge in head first, right? Drink. When we say drink, do all of us have to drink, or is it just the person who messed up?
Anybody who wants to drink can drink. It's not mandatory.
Yeah. I
Well,
always drink my drink before I can drink, so I'm drunk.
Hey, yo, dog, I heard you like drinks, so we got you a drink in your drink so you can drink while you drink.
Shut the fuck up, Exhibit!
Thanks, Exhibit! How did you get in my house?
Oh, the door was unlocked. Also, I had this bat.
Okay.
Yeah.
After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room.
Hold
He
it!
just speeds through it.
Hold what?
The defendant's
This
room.
drink!
The defendant's
thank you.
room? Why'd you go there?
Well, I'm his mentor, like a big brother, sort of. And I wanted to say congrats.
Yes, I'm sure you are.
What's wrong? Why'd you stop?
Mr. Wright,
What is it?
you're going to try to trick me into a corner, aren't you?
Huh?
I know I'm just a poor, underpaid action star, but I'm not the killer.
No one thinks that.
No one said you were, Mr. Powers.
No, please don't trick me. Every time you do your lawyer thing, the witness suddenly turns into the bad guy.
Every time?
I mean, he's not wrong.
Well, almost not wrong.
Witness. I will personally talk to the defense at a later time.
Ooh.
So, for now, please kindly cooperate and continue with your testimony.
So he's not going to magically turn me into the murderer?
He is not magically going to
Sorry.
turn you into the murderer.
Sorry.
So, you went to the defendant's room, and then...
Hey, wait a minute! When now did I suddenly turn to the bad guy here?
You're always the bad guy.
Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume.
Hold it!
God.
Are you sure that was Matt Ungard?
Yeah, I'm sure. He wasn't wearing the nickel samurai mask then.
If that's the case, I really can't be mistaken.
And? What was the defendant doing standing in front of his own room?
He was talking with someone. At first, I thought it was the bellboy.
Hold
Why do you look
it!
so mad?
At first? What do you mean by that?
Well, he was in a bellboyish uniform, and he had a bottle of juice on a tray.
Yes, juice. Definitely nothing else.
Sounds like an ordinary bellboy to me.
Yeah, but... I didn't think he was a normal bellboy.
And why was that?
Why did I think that, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Sorry, but I can't remember right now. Sorry.
I guess I'm gonna have to wait patiently on this one.
These mutton chops are eating my brain.
You gotta consume.
I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back.
Hold
What
it!
did you say?
You
Jay,
saw
what
the...
did you say?
That wasn't me, that was the sideburns.
Well, what'd they say?
We shall consume all!
I had mutton chops when I was a teenager. I never
I have
went
mutton
back.
chop now. They're the best.
Yeah, no, they're pretty cool.
You saw the two of them, the bellboy and the defendant, together, correct?
Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congrats.
Now, while you were watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange?
You know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip.
How could he?
A tip? But that's a perfectly normal thing to do.
So, how long did you watch the two of them?
Gee,
Not more than a minute or two, I think.
Powers sure got us in a stitch over this.
I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me.
Hold it!
Things his fault.
So, who are these guests you were talking about? Come on, Phoenix, really?
He has to ask.
You guys, of course. You and Maya and Little Pearl.
Who's now
I
big
thought
girl.
it would be really rude since I invited you guys if I disappeared on you. So I went back to my seat pretty soon after seeing Matt in the hallway.
This is like squeezing water from stone. It's probably pointless to press further.
Ruby.
Oh, I thought Heather wanted it back. Do you remember this incident? Did Mr. Powers leave his seat that night?
I don't remember that happening at all. Maya was making such a racket in her hyper state. I ended up focusing on her.
wonderful!
Maya, please. Sit down.
I'm in the shadows, Phoenix! You can't control me.
Sit down, please, Maya.
God, if Maya really did die, she would be the most annoying ghost ever.
No
She just
kidding.
kept us things early. I see. In any case, from his story, he probably wasn't gone for very long.
Absolutely. No, it's all this shit. Yeah, I told you already.
Hey, wait a sec. Actually, Mr. Powers, only a few minutes ago you stated...
I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip.
Could it be that you felt something strange about the tip-giving incident itself?
Out of context, this sounds very dirty.
Ah! Yeah, that's it. You really know your job.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
This bellboy, he wasn't an ordinary one, was he?
Perhaps we should let the witness tell us.
Very well. Mr. Powers, please amend your testimony.
You mean about the bellboy, right? Matt gave the bellboy a tip.
Hold it!
Just the tip.
So he gave the
Oh
bellboy
my
a tip.
god!
You knew it was coming. One of us was going to do it eventually.
Wait, I did it earlier. No one said a thing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
all you
I
said
did
was
earlier, I
it
would've
sounded
acknowledged
dirty.
and
Ruby
laughed.
was sorry.
Yeah,
All
but
you
we need
said-
to wait for someone else to say the same joke in order for it to be funny, Ruby.
I know.
All you said was
Ruby, that's how women in comedy work, sadly, right now.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Also, you said that could be construed as dirty, whereas Greg actually said the thing straight up.
All right, fine. I'll give him that one.
So you gotta be more direct.
Yeah, I mean, I resisted it the first 2 or 3 times I had to talk about him giving the bellboy a tip, so...
I mean,
I
either
feel
way,
like
we're
my
still gonna
restraint should be acknowledged.
keep stealing your jokes. So yeah.
Especially you, Kay. You did it like 3 times.
Yep,
Oh, don't worry, I won't intentionally steal anyone's jokes.
I will.
Just read the line.
So he gave the bellboy a tip. What's so strange about that?
Well, I always thought he was more into the ladies. Ah, well, you see, Matt's not a poor penny pincher like me. I was trying to figure out how much of it was because the tip really shocked me.
So, because he's not
How
poor,
much it
shocked
was?
him.
That's when something even more surprising happened. The bellboy was putting the tip he got in his pocket. And that's when I got my first good look at the guy's face. I was really shocked.
I'm afraid I don't follow at all.
You hardly ever do.
It sounds like Mr. Powers was surprised twice by this event.
Oh, I'm always surprised.
I wonder which of his shocking moments should I ask about. The defendant is a huge star. He can afford to give generous tips, wouldn't you agree?
Why wouldn't you ask about the face?
Because we're trying to
Sure.
stop the time.
Come on.
How everyone doing?
Maybe we should try
just-
switching to a different type of server zone, whatever.
Alright, I'll
But
give it
giving
a shot.
him that much was maybe a little too much, I think.
Hopefully that'll work.
That was weird.
A little too
But-
much?
Would you please clarify for the court about how much you say you would? Yeah, about how much would you say the defendant gave to the bellboy?
Honestly, I don't know. I can't even begin to guess.
And why is that?
Because he gave the bellboy a really, really fat roll of cash.
A roll of cash?!
Why didn't you give me a roll of cash?
Ah, well, how interesting. That certainly was a very generous tip, wasn't it?
How fast did you give him that juice?
A very fat roll of cash. That can hardly be called a tip, Your Honor.
The judge is beginning to look awfully suspicious of us. What do you guys want to do?
Raise an objection. We're supposed to stop on time, aren't we?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
But wouldn't it be just objecting the...
Objection! The defendant is a superstar. That kind of tip is typical fare for people like him.
See?
Objection! Are you saying that all superstars are super spenders?
Well, he spent $3,800 on a stuffed bear.
If I could receive large rolls of cash by simply bringing people things on trays, then why on earth would I stand around here prosecuting?
He's got a point. I don't even get paid, let alone rolls of cash for all my hard work.
How does he survive?
Generous donations.
So, supposing that roll of cash was not a tip, then what was it?
Payment, Your Honor.
Payment?
Isn't it obvious? For the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida.
Then the bellboy the witness saw.
Yes, he was the assassin.
Hold your horses now! Mr. Edgeworth, you don't have any proof of this, do you?
Do
Have
you?
I ever been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honor? I have here the card Shelley the Killer left at the scene of the crime.
Shelley the Killer?
He is the person the police's special investigations team has been chasing for ages. I am certain that the person the witness saw was this very assassin, Shelley the Killer.
Really?
Huh? What's wrong, Mr. Powers?
No, nothing. Something just clicked in my head, and I think I just figured something out. It takes a while, you see, because I'm not that smart.
Oh? Oh, that's something you and I have in common.
Actually,
there, pal.
I saw that bellboy again later on that night.
What?
You did too!
Mr. Powers, please testify. Tell us what you saw.
Testify!
Testify, my brother!
Yes, sir, right away. Praise Jesus! This time, I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. And that's when that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Corrida's room. Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kind of out of place. Yeah, so he had to be an assassin. I'm sure of it. I mean...
Really?
Thank you very much. That is all we need for now.
Oh, I'm eating snacks.
Oh, come on, Greg.
Witness, where did you get those snacks from? In the hallway.
It's a vending machine.
Eureka!
Just everyone starts eating
The court would
snacks.
like to ask the witness if he brought enough to share with everyone.
Hold it!
Well, I think I have more in my prison pocket.
Wait, guys. Phoenix takes all the snacks and starts passing around to everybody. Take that!
Objection! Those snacks belong to the witness. It is not in your place as the defense attorney to hand those out.
Objection! He needs to share with the whole class.
Can we please get back to the case at hand?
Wait,
You hit me in the head with a Milky Way.
Look, I fished these out of the dumpster.
Hold it! It was the Three Musketeers. They're much softer.
Oh, I got 100 grand. Hold on, let me give it to this
Objection.
bellboy.
Anything thrown with enough force is easily a blunt weapon.
I want to see an animation of all of this, or at least just Phoenix throwing a Snickers or something.
Maya.
Oh, no.
I'm so cold and lonely in this dark place. I wish I had a Snickers bar.
You're not you when you're hungry.
Oh my god, this.
Matt, you're not. Matt, you're kind of evil when you're hungry. Have a Snickers.
Thanks,
Please
dude.
sponsor this video.
He just like unflips his hair.
No, his scars heal. Wow. I've been
Yeah, I
hungry
feel
the
a lot
whole
better,
time.
Well, he
Alright.
eats his brandy.
This is gonna be a pain to edit later.
Hey, you're the one who wanted to do this shit.
We've done our job.
And you want to
Okay.
say Edward more.
Trying to get back on track. Huh? But I'm not done. There's still more.
Let us first establish that the bellboy was truly Mr. the Killer. Then we shall see.
So the bellboy came out of the victim's room. And if that bellboy really was the assassin, then I think the answer is fairly obvious.
That would be correct, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain and make us laugh.
Oh!
You're not just the clown, you're the entire circus.
Oh!
Just for that, Edgeworth, you're not getting this Butterfinger.
That's okay.
Lay your hands
I'm more
off
of a
his
Reese's
Butterfingers.
man myself.
Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
We are not sponsored.
Look at his bread.
We are not
We
sponsored
already
by
know
any
we
of
have
these
to
snack
leave
brands.
Any of these candy companies.
Except $5 grand.
Why
Yeah,
5
no
grand?
one's $5 grand.
I don't know. It's first fucking off my head. Actually, I don't think that they're that good, so we're definitely not
We-
sponsored by them now.
We are not sponsored by any of the snack brands here. But if you want to sponsor us, please do.
Oh yeah, like they're gonna sponsor us.
Pay
Yeah,
us in
especially-
candy.
Especially, we need to be paid by Japanese candy, guys. This is a Japanese game.
No. This is
obviously based in America.
yeah. This
Oh,
totally
wait,
takes
no, I
place
got
in
it.
LA.
Best of both worlds. Kit Kat. They're big in Japan too.
While this game taking place in LA would explain why nobody can seem to afford anything,
That is true. Except for Edgeworth, he's got a car. Really awesome.
Anyway, well, Mr. Wright, I
Robot
believe
probably
it's your
costs
turn
more
to entertain and make us laugh.
But we were entertained.
are you not entertained?
This is no laughing matter. Isn't that really weird? I'm sorry, Heather. I'm letting you down.
This time, I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom.
Hold it!
I couldn't.
What time was it?
It's smudged again. There's just a flag
Everything's
now.
blurry.
It's just there it goes.
Well, I don't remember. The awards ceremony ended around 8 p.m., right? And I went to Matt's room pretty soon after that. Then I came back. And then I went to the bathroom. So I guess maybe it was around 8:10 p.m. by that time.
You're not one for details, are you, Mr. Powers?
Sorry.
The judge always remembers every time he goes to the bathroom.
I thought I could maybe catch Matt and say my congrats. And that's when that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room.
Hold it! Are you sure it was the same bellboy?
Yeah.
And how could you tell?
Have you seen this guy's face?
All the bellboys wear the same uniform after all.
But, you see, well, he had those stitches in his face.
Someone must have told him a joke because he's in stitches.
And how many people wear a monocle in this day and age?
He's
Hey,
got a
someone
point.
must have told him a joke because he's in stitches.
Oh my gosh, Carrie will strangle. Bow tie your neck.
Tell me, does the name Harvey Dent ring any bells?
No.
Where is he? So I'm sure it's the same guy that was talking with Matt.
So, which room did the bellboy come out of?
Of course, when I say room, I mean Humid Corolla's room.
Oh my god!
Hold it! The victim's room, huh?
Yeah, whatever his name is. Yeah, the one with all the really pretty flowers and teddy bears. It was Juan's room, all right.
Words can't describe how screwed I am.
Let's continue with the testimony, shall we?
Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kind of out of place.
Whoops.
Yeah, so he had to be the assassin, I'm sure of it.
Hold it! So what exactly was so out of place about him?
Right. Why the insipid grin?
Maybe because I have no idea what damaging thing he's gonna say next.
Well, the bellboy was empty-handed.
Empty-handed?
That bellboy was one of those room service people, right? But he wasn't pushing a cart, and he wasn't holding a tray either.
He was in the picture.
You'd call that a little strange, too, wouldn't you?
I think he means after.
I agree that it is a bit strange, Mr. Powers.
But is it really that unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed? What should I do? Should I let Mr. Powers' testimony slide, or...
Bless
Slide
you.
to the left.
Gesundheit.
Slide right.
Nope.
Crisscross.
No cha-cha slide this time!
Try to pull a fast one.
There is nothing
no.
strange or unusual about an empty-handed bellboy.
But there really, really is.
Saying
Thank
really
you,
doesn't
Pat.
make it so.
Have you been to many fancy hotels?
There really, really isn't.
It's just like a kindergarten.
Objection! If you two are done being school children,
And again, Edgeworth says what we're all thinking.
bellboys are for room service. There's no reason for them to be empty-handed ever. Your Honor, I ask that the witness' previous statement be Your Honor, I ask that the witness's previous statement be supplanted with this new one.
Ooh, fancy.
Edgeworth, are you going to do whatever you can to make the bellboy look suspicious?
I see. Very well. This court recognizes and grants the prosecution's request. Mr. Powers, if you could amend your testimony, please.
Yes, sir. I thought it was kind of strange for a bellboy to come out of a guest's room empty-handed.
Hold it! So you're saying that it's suspicious for him to be empty-handed?
Yeah, really suspicious. I mean, when I first saw that bellboy, he was holding a tray in his hand. And there was a bottle of juice and a wine glass on it.
Juice? What kind of juice was it?
I'm pretty sure it was tomato juice.
If we could come up with some sort of reason as to why he would come out empty-handed, some sort of proof, then I think we can dodge the bullet on this one for now.
Proof, huh? Sounds like another job for the court record. Objection! Mr. Powers.
Yes?
You're easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you? As soon as you heard that that bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true.
But isn't he really suspicious? He's got all those stitches and
Oh, so stitches make somebody suspicious now, huh?
well, they don't make him not suspicious.
So, a baseball has stitches. Oh, I got the Chewbacca defense.
The stitches make them suspicious. Stitch suspicious, stitch suspicious, stitch suspicious.
Are you saying all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches? Oh my god, why is the cool music playing now?
You're stalling!
When did Johnny Cochran start writing your lines, Mr. Wright? Gulp. Well, there's also... I mean, what about him being empty-handed?
Will, you better be careful. You could get canceled on social media because of this.
This was before that.
What's social media?
Oh yeah, that's right. This is 2003. Never mind.
The only social media we have is MySpace.
Oh,
Oh.
made me remember.
Everyone's just dying.
Hey, remember, take a seat over there.
I would like to ask the court to please take a look here.
The crime scene. Sorry, I thought that was one of Phoenix's lines.
There's the name! There is a wine glass sitting next to Mr. Kurita's body. The liquid inside this glass is tomato juice. And now, if you would look at what is on the top of the table in the lower right corner, anyone can clearly see that it is a tray with a bottle of tomato juice on it. The bellboy had just brought this to Mr. Kurita's room. He left a tray in the room, which is why he was empty-handed when he left!
Ah! But that would mean that the bellboy had seen and left a dead body in the room.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, but can you prove that Mr. Kurita was already dead at the time?
Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes?
I blame you for leading me down this route.
Woo! Not me!
Turning into old bag.
Oof.
I'm terribly sorry.
What is with him? Why is he laughing?
Because he's having fun.
Witness, isn't there one more thing you would like to share with us?
Is there?
The bellboy was empty-handed. Or should I say, empty-handed?
What?
I recall you had something interesting to say about his hands.
Was his left hand also a right hand?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot.
Gun.
He had 6 fingers on his right hand.
What?
That bellboy, he was wearing gloves.
Gloves?
Rhoda's just
Gloves.
dying.
Yeah, pitch black leather ones. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right?
Black leather gloves. Why didn't you mention them earlier?
Sorry, it slipped my mind.
Boy, does this make the bellboy look really suspicious. Alright, gotta focus. I can't get lax here. So what if he had gloves? A lot of bellboys wear gloves.
Come on, Mr. Wright. That bellboy was wearing black leather ones.
So? Oh god, Chewbacca defense! No, it's not Chewbacca, it's the Hitler defense.
Okay,
Why
so
can't you just say maybe he likes black?
A football is made of leather? Are you saying all footballs are suspicious because they're made of leather? God damn it, Hitler!
They're not made of black leather.
But that man, he received a large roll of cash from the defendant. and then he was seen leaving the crime scene wearing black leather gloves. I don't think that even someone like myself can believe he was just another bellboy.
That's a bold statement, Uji.
It seems that we have finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness, please continue with the rest of your testimony.
The rest?
Oh, yes, please, tell us more.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, sisters!
After leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door. Just like that. Knock, knock, knock. He gave something to the person inside the room. Then the old guy just left, without even going into the room. After that, I went to the bathroom and then back to my seat.
So the bellboy, after leaving the crime scene, next went to the defendant's room?
Yeah, I kinda saw that by accident.
Some accident? I'd say you saw too much. And all of it was suspicious to high heaven.
I think it's safe to say that we can no longer consider this bellboy to be normal. Now then, let's get started, shall we? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
After leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door. Just like that.
Hold it! Is that what you saw while you were busy spying?
Excuse me? I may be a poor, underpaid action star, but even I wouldn't stoop to spying.
Now I'm just
Besides,
a country hopper chick.
Besides, I'm like 7 feet tall and wearing a bright orange suit.
Now I'm just a simple country hopper chicken.
Well, I think the point is, where did you watch all this from, Mr. Powers?
Oh, from the door of the bathroom, with my left eye in a sort of sneaky, spy-like...
You knew he was spying!
Please, does it really matter if he was doing it over or underhandedly? What did the bellboy do next? That's all I care to know.
He gave something to the person inside the room.
Hold it! I said hold it!
Okay.
That's better! What kind of statement is that? Please, elaborate and give us a few more details!
Oh, okay.
I should probably only ask him one question at a time, then. What do you want to know about, guys? The person or the something?
Kind of curious about the person myself.
Yeah, person. We can go back
Who
and do
did I
this
see?
later, right?
Yep.
Okay, then person.
So, who took this something the bellboy handed off?
Actually, I don't know.
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't know! I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm.
Only an arm.
Yes, I'm sort of assuming there was a person attached.
Not unless they were a thing from,
Yeah, he's not even an arm, he's just a hand.
Still,
That's assuming it. Go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, it could still be the only thing that Power saw.
Well, yeah, I guess if I saw a hand, I would assume there's an arm attached.
Well, that's assuming it's even thing. It could have been Ash's evil hand from Evil Dead.
Objection! I find this testimony to be creepy and... I don't remember the lyrics, actually. Shit, go on.
Here, I got it.
I find this defense to be creepy and it's kooky, mysterious and spooky. It's all
No,
together rookie, the Adams testimony.
You do realize now I'm gonna get copyrighted, right?
Oh,
Fuck, sorry.
we were singing a totally legal song.
I mean, we're gonna get demonetized anyway because of all the times we say bad words.
All the time you say bad words.
Aw.
No, I meant
It's fair
I
use.
meant-
It's a parody.
not me. I meant not me, Bowtie, not you specifically.
Oh, okay.
Then you're saying you didn't see the person's face.
This is why your will's powers.
Yeah.
Well, it was Mr. On God's room, correct?
So it could have only been Mr. On God himself, I'd say.
And then, what did the bellboy do after that?
Oh, so after he gave the person inside the room the thing, then the old guy just left without even going into the room.
So we
Hold
can
it!
Go back. Never mind.
I'm just gonna go through all of it, then we'll go circle back.
All right.
Where did this bellboy go after he left Mr. Unguard's room?
He opened the door to Viola Hall. Went in there, and who knows after that, right? I mean, it's a big hotel.
Yeah, I do.
After that, I went to the bathroom and then back to my seat.
Hold
I
it!
barely made it.
Did you see anything strange, suspicious, or just out of ordinary at the time?
Well, the bathroom was filthy. Oh yeah, I saw that one thing.
What?
It's not really suspicious.
You saw something else?
There was this jittery alien with a ray gun.
Oh!
I have returned!
Oh God, I felt my soul shivering.
Oh!
Bailiff, bailiff.
Edgeworth, you're the only one of her crushes that hasn't died yet. Run! Run!
Oh dear God, Christ. Oh.
It's like fucking Blair Witch Project instead of fucking old bag.
Oh,
This is gonna be the new survival horror Phoenix Wright spin-off. You play as Edgeworth trying to escape from Wendy Oldbag.
No.
Yes.
Here's the game. You play as Oldbag chasing Edgeworth.
It's no, Doki Doki Literature Club. It's literally exactly the same, except instead of Monica, it's old bag.
Oh God.
Yes. And your Edgeworth.
That's you and me, Edgy Poo, forever.
Just old bag!
I really hope someone's made something with that.
Probably.
Your Honor, I move that we uninstall this game.
No, wait.
Motion carried!
Wait, guys. I've got
Yeah?
the most brain bleach inducing one ever, and when I say it, I'm probably gonna throw up a little.
What?
Oh God.
Honey Pop Wendy Oldbag.
God, why?
Goodbye.
That hurt me too.
You killed Kate.
You made him leave the call. Oh, he's back.
Trust me, that hurt me. That hurt me as well. Just to say it.
Guys, at least it wasn't Honeycam. The implications.
Ruby, why?
Because I'm evil.
Okay.
You.
In case you can't tell from our previous videos, we really do not like Wendy Oldbag.
I know what's tonight's nightmare is going to be.
We like her, but we don't want to think her in a biblical manner.
Definitely.
Okay. So, jittery alien with a ray gun. It was watching Juan's door like some kind of stalker.
I think we can forget about the alien. Well, Mr. Power's testimony just now was just as fake as his first.
It's a little troublesome, isn't it? But I'm sure if you press him enough, everything will become clearer. Though, that just makes it harder on us, doesn't it?
Talk about a lose-lose situation. Hold it! Skip.
Something?
He gave something to this person.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And what was this something?
Ha ha ha! If I remembered what it was, I wouldn't be calling it a something, would I?
Got a point.
But this implies that something was removed from the scene of the crime.
Are you sure you really can't remember, Mr. Powers?
I think it was something kind of small.
I would like to summarize the testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. When the bellboy left the crime scene, he immediately went to the defendant's room. There, he handed a small item of some sort to the person inside. As for the person who received the item, all you could see was the person's arm.
Yes, it was just like that.
Mr. Edgeworth, is all this really that important?
Of course, Your Honor. I think this is of the utmost importance. This is when whatever was removed from the scene of the crime was handed over to the client.
Mr. Powers, please try to remember what it was the bellboy handed off.
Well, let's see. I think it was... No.
If you remember, please add it to your testimony.
Yes, sir. If I saw it again, I could say for sure. But I think it was some sort of wooden statue.
Hold it! A statue?
Yeah, it kinda looked like one, I guess. If I saw the actual thing again, I'd probably remember, you know?
Looks like for this trial to proceed, I'm gonna have to come up with whatever this statue thing is and show it to him.
You're going to have to trust your instincts on this one and take a chance, Phoenix.
Well, Mr. Powers, let's continue with your testimony. What did the bellboy do after that?
Blah blah, I've said this like 4 times.
Let's see what we have.
Oh, hey, look, a wooden bear-shaped figurine. Oh, what joy. Objection!
What was the point of that pregnant pause?
It has to give birth.
Where did that objection come from? Well, speak up!
It was me, Your Honor?
What is it, Phoenix?
I have a feeling that something bad is gonna happen once I show this.
Mr. Wright, if you have something to say, please spit it out.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix, deep breath. Mr. Powers, the something you saw, was it this item?
Oh, hey, that's it. That's the something. Wow, Mr. Wright, you really figured it out.
I recall we found this at Matt on Guard's mansion.
You going on my FUD for a second there?
At the defendant's house?
Oh,
Wabble, wabble, wabble.
What does this mean?
It's simple, Your Honor. Shelley the Killer assassinated Juan Corrida in his room. And then he stole this wooden bear from the scene of the crime.
Then the bear being found at Mr. Onguard's mansion would mean...
It goes without saying, Your Honor. But I'll say it anyway. Mr. Matt on Guard is the killer's client.
Rabble, 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 rabble.
Order! 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 I said order! Mr. Wright, this is a most unfortunate turn of events for you.
Yeah.
You're an unfortunate turn of events.
Ooh. I come back to your unfortunate turn of events. Okay.
Your ass is out and on the grass, man. Punk.
Sorry, Mia.
No, it's alright. Your judgment was sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If that music kind of fits. If not now, then it would have later on. Even if you hadn't shown it to the court, I'm sure your friend Edgeworth would have. Make her sound so passive and pessimistic.
I almost forgot that he knew about it too.
He was there with you, Phoenix.
I was there with you, Mr. Wright.
He was there with you, Mr. Wright.
Really? Then where's Maya?
He was there with you, Mr. Phoenix, right?
He was there with you, Mr. Wright.
Francisca Von Karma, stay out of this and go back to the hospital and rest.
I was there too, Mr. Nick.
And then you hear Shoot say,
Meow. Really? Aren't you supposed to be channeling Mia?
I took a break.
ring, 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 ring.
Hello?
He was there with you, pal.
Don't call me again!
He was
And it's not
with
ring
you,
ring.
Mr.
It's
Wright.
not ring ring ring. It's do 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 do.
He was there.
God, they really should make a spin-off Steel Samurai show. I'd watch the shit out of that.
They do. It's called the Jammin' Ninja. It's starring. Oh wait.
No, yeah.
Well, I mean, you can still catch reruns.
I mean,
Yeah,
you can still
I
watch the Nickel Samurai. Oh.
Let's just continue then, shall we?
I think it is clear that there is no need for us to continue this trial.
I can't let this happen. I have to do something. There has to be something we've overlooked. Your Honor! A minute, please!
Yes, Mr. Wright.
That
There are
fit it too, though.
There are still a few points left that we have not fully explored.
What are you trying to pull?
Finger.
Exactly what he's trying to pull Edgeworth.
Oh, that was
Oh,
better.
well, we can't have that. All right, Mr. Wright. What questionable point would you like to explore further?
There was one thing in Mr. Power's testimony that was very unclear, amongst other things. And that is the identity of the person who received the bear.
The bear.
He gave something to the person inside the room. I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm.
As long as we don't know who it was that took the bear, we can't be sure.
Ah!
Oh my god.
No?
Oh, he sounded like. Oh.
Ah!
We're not sponsored.
What's the deal with murderers? I want to know.
That's
We have
Seinfeld, not Home Improvement.
Goody was
I
doing
know.
the Seinfeld theme.
Yeah,
He's doing it.
What is it, Mr. Powers? If you're going to scream like that, then at least give us a good reason why. By the way, has anyone here seen Zoom by Tim Allen?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Actually, I remembered. I remembered who took the bear.
What?
Really?
The judge just is going with it.
I mean, I only saw his arm.
The judge is like the audience
But-
most of the
but-
time.
The arm.
He just gets really into it.
It was the Nickel Samurai's arm. I swear it.
You've got to be kidding!
Poor Phoenix, the one time he won.
Are you sure of that, Mr. Powers?
Yeah, I'm sure it was the Nickel Samurai.
Order! Order!
Yeah,
said
I'd like a
order.
Big Mac and some fries.
Not that kind of order! Ah,
Ma'am, this is
that joke.
a Wendy's.
We made
this
this
is not
joke.
even a Wendy's, it's a courtroom!
One
made
black
this-
coffee, please.
We've made this
Oh
joke
my
like 3
god,
times
what is
already.
happening?
This is the worst Burger King I've ever been to. 1 star.
Well, I thought it was a Starbucks.
courtroom!
Aren't we in a Five Guys?
This is a courtroom!
Oh,
I
fuck, that
haven't heard
sounds
of that
great.
franchise. What do they serve?
Oh my god! How
You
did I
serving-
just not one all of a sudden?
Are you serving sushi?
They serve a gavel of fries.
You know what? Fine, that'll be $7.50.
He just takes
Very
the
good.
money.
Mr. Wright, pay the man.
Well, like me, you're the one with money.
Yes, but you're the one who started the joke.
Please drive through to the second window.
I just want to imagine Phoenix gives him the money and the judge is like, "All right, I'll be back in 5 minutes." He goes to like a fast food place, gets the food.
It's like fucking Steve Ham, but with the
That
fucking
his
gun.
second job is he's a DoorDasher or Uber Eats guy. He's like, alright, I'll be right back.
It looks like you've dug your own grave yet again.
How many times is that today? I've lost count.
I don't think that hole can get any deeper.
You'd be
the-
surprised.
So, the person who took in this little bear was the Nickel Samurai. And, as we all know, Matt on guard is the Nickel Samurai.
Thanks to the defense, we've made that all the clearer.
What am I supposed to do now? Mia, help!
You have time to act. You don't have time to act lost. You've got to find another angle to attack this from. Hurry! Before I kick you in the nuts.
Now, I will bring this cross-examination to—
Hold it! Your Honor!
Again, Mr. Wright? We've already removed any and all questionable areas of this testimony.
It's about time you were removed from this court, Mr. Wright, before I kick you in the nuts.
You don't even have legs right now.
I have to find something. Even one more little point will do. There are still questions left unanswered!
What are you trying to pull?
Oh, well, we can't have that. All right, Mr. Wright, what questionable point would you like to explore further? Please let me know soon before I kick you in the nuts.
No one has legs. They didn't draw them.
I think it's fairly... Actually, the only person who has legs is the only one that couldn't use them. Acro.
Oh,
He in jail.
No, he's dead, isn't he?
No, he's in jail.
No, he's in jail.
Oh, he's in jail.
Oh.
Why would he be dead?
I thought that you said they killed people who committed murder here.
No,
like immediately.
because they need recurring villains.
Yeah, this is
not
like-
only that, but like it's imprisonment and sometimes a life sentence if it's like an actual like super murder or something.
Isn't and like most of the time isn't it rated E? Or,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
it's very
mostly
rare the
rated E.
crime.
You know, that's why we have murder.
Yeah.
E10.
It's
Murder
rare
for
that
everyone.
Convicted murderers get the death penalty anyway.
E10.
You heard
Yeah,
it
I
here
know that.
first, folks. He says
I
murder
thought you
for
said
everyone.
in this game that was the penalty. So that's why I was confused.
No, they go to prison
Well, then why was Maya going to be convicted so easily
because.
and be set to death so easily?
Did they say she's gonna?
Because it's Maya.
Or was she being dramatic? I don't know, Heather. Let's assume this. If we never see them again, they're dead. If we see them again, they were just in prison. It's an unfair
Okay.
system.
I think it's
Okay.
fairly obvious that the bear itself is very questionable.
Most of them. Oh my
The
gosh,
bear?
no.
Mr. Wright.
No, his name is Teddy.
This was found at Mr. Unguard's mansion.
Teddy
How-
Bundy.
However,
Yeah.
Mr. Unguard was arrested at the hotel room that night, which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home.
Oh.
I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say. It's not possible that it was Mr. Ungard who took this bear to his mansion!
Why, that's very true. We didn't consider that point, Mr. Wright. There was no way time-wise for the defendant to have taken this bear home.
Disaster avert.
Objection! You haven't gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
I remember it clear as day.
He says that
I remember what you muttered to yourself at Ungard's mansion.
Uh-oh.
We have this area completely surrounded. There is no way for him to escape.
I can't believe it. That butler! All this time! He was the killer!
Just insert a slow clap for Phoenix.
The killer and Ungard were working together, so to speak. And the killer was hiding at Ungard Mansion as its butler.
What a bold move.
That's a bold move.
Oh, that's bold.
The bear figurine of Ted Bundy was brought back to Ungard Mansion by the killer himself.
Well, now he's stealing Heather's jokes. Still a man's joke for once.
No.
Oh, gosh.
Let's be honest, the
Wait.
jokes you come up with are better.
Yeah. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, Ungard had him do so.
Wait a minute, guys. I noticed a discrepancy.
What?
Where's the stitches?
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Oh yeah.
Why is he giving a bear to a Gundam?
This
He's-
fucking Master Asia on the other side of the door.
Look at that right arm.
Look at it.
What?
Look at that right arm.
Mm-hmm.
I see that right arm. Yeah,
You know,
I
I'm
know.
starting to think. You know, I'm starting to remember. Maybe that's how he got the scars on the right half of his face. Maybe there was a prop malfunction.
No, he went to scratch his nose.
No, he
Went to fix my hair, dude.
he had something. He had something in his eye. It was like irritating him really bad. So he raised his right hand.
Got something in my eye. Hold on a sec before we do the next take. I got something in my eye. Ah!
No, I'll never be refreshing like a spring breeze.
Ah, my face! My precious modeling career, dude!
No, wait, he totally worked at a sub shop before the accident.
Yeah.
I assume because it would have been bad had the police found it during their investigation.
Did they say what was so special about the bear?
No.
Okay.
Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for a while now.
This is too much. Isn't there anything I can attack at all?
You can attack the desk.
I think we've heard enough. We now know why this bear figurine was at the defendant's mansion, as well as who it was that received the bear from the assassin in his room. Everything has become very clear. The client who hired the assassin to commit the murder was Mr. Matt Ongard. I see no reason for this trial to continue. Therefore, I will now hand down my verdict.
Oh, Heather, were you talking about how Maya could die in this case?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. You see, Mr. Wright,
Oh, yeah.
you could not win against the truth, could you?
I knew it would turn out this way. After all, what Edward has stated is the truth.
Any last objections, Mr. Wright?
Well, do I? What should I do?
Raise an objection? Because
Objection! There is only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only thing I
Yeah,
have
you gotta
left
make
is
a good
this
ending.
one dirty trick. Your Honor! Right now, we have these two reasons to believe that my client is the assassin's client. Wow, weird sentence. Reason number 1. He accepted the bear figurine from the assassin. Reason number 2. That very same figurine was found at Unguard Mansion. However, it's possible that this is all the work of a certain other person.
What are you saying?
What I am saying is, it's possible a different person is the killer's real client!
The real client?
Yes.
Is that all you have?
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your theory. Who do you say is the killer's real client and therefore the real murderer?
Do you know where he's going with this?
It's
Adrian
Lotta.
Andrews?
It's Lotta.
It's totally old bag. It's total.
Oh, he's suggesting Will Powers?
No.
Oh.
I was just hoping over him as a joke. No, the real killer?
Celeste Impact, she's alive!
Yeah, the woman who's been dead for over a year.
2 years.
Adrian, I'm doing this for you, Adrian.
Adrian!
Take that!
Adrian Andrews?
Yes, we already know that she tried to frame Matt Unguard for the crime. By wearing a spare nickel samurai costume.
But here it proved it wasn't her.
Ah!
Oh my god.
Then the nickel samurai's arm that I saw.
That could have very well been Miss Andrews.
I don't know.
Tote.
But
Okay.
what about Mr. Ongard?
It would have been funny if we did pick Will Powers because of what Power said before about Phoenix turning witnesses into bad guys.
I knew you were going to try it. It won't work. I'm gonna jump out the window. There's no window.
There's one right there, witness.
Oh, thank you. Smash.
But we are on the first floor.
Oh, the first floor, that's fine. Then he can run.
I thought we were on the 3rd floor. Or no, it's the 3rd district, or
He means first floor in a European home.
Oh, I thought he was trying to commit suicide.
No, I thought he was trying to run.
He's doing both, guys. He's
Why
taking
are we
whatever happens.
arguing this bit? Okay, let's...
Because we're trying to drag this trial out. How you're not following?
Yeah, Heather. We gotta save Maya.
If you would please recall yesterday's testimony.
No.
The defendant was taking a nap during the break period.
That's right.
An evil nap.
Then, finding this figure at Mr. Ongard's mansion.
It was a well-laid trap set by Miss Andrews.
Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion on this?
Well, I believe you should first get closer to the microphone, sir.
What is your opinion on this?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Huh?
Dude, look where it started.
See, I steal guys' jokes too. Now there's equality. I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense's logic. But I'll start. 1. Besides which, there is no evidence to support it.
Drags out a list and it's got like
However,
100 things on there.
I can't fully discount its possibility either.
What is with this trial?
Come
Come
on,
on, I
Eric.
wouldn't tell Unguard did it.
I can't believe the defense would go so far as to pin the guilt on someone else.
Yeah,
Unbelievable. It's not something petty, it's murder of all things. Thanks a lot for saying things.
Save Maya. Yeah. Save Maya. Save Maya. Even if the whole world turns against me, this is one fight I can't give up on.
Rada. All work and no play makes Phoenix a dull boy.
Order! 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 All disruptive parties will be forced to leave the courtroom.
Your Honor, for the benefit of the defense, I'm willing to play along with his what-if game.
Okay, you're
His
killing a lot of
what-if
lady
game,
boners.
Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory. Mr. Wright, even you must have felt it strange and wondered, why would the criminal want this little wooden bear?
He's right. The killer did specially bring that bear to On Guard right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it?
Absolutely. And I'm sure that once the court knows its significance, the true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Your Honor, the prosecution calls upon a witness who will clear all doubts against Miss Andrews.
And who would that be?
It's quite simple, Your Honor. Miss Adrian Andrews herself.
You lied. You said she...
I didn't lie. I never said anything.
Ruby
I
did.
see.
What? I said she's not here yet.
Well then, the court will take a short 10-minute recess.
Oh no, wait. You're right, Heather. I'm sorry. I haven't played this game in years. I'm sorry.
The prosecution will prepare its witness in that time.
Yes, Your Honor. Goody, you want to get this one since you haven't talked at all?
I mean,
Do it.
Do
We're
it.
doing a funny voice.
Wait, who's doing this?
Goody.
Goody.
oh,
Okay.
March 23rd, 11:54 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 3.
Nailed it.
Now, to be fair, one, Judy is gonna have some lines very soon. Two, he's just here to watch the fireworks of your guys' reaction.
Oh,
Okay.
well,
Oh dear. There's
okay, I
some
feel a
kind
little
of
less bad then.
crazy reveal.
yeah, it's true.
No, it made his day, Kay.
Wait, I think I know what you're talking about. I think there was a spoiler for me a while ago, but okay, keep going.
Go.
I want to punch his face.
Well, at least someone's
And I'm
happy.
doing my job. Oh, I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage. Don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer?
Hey, Heather, let's even him out.
Yeah.
I never thought, in your desperation, you'd try to pin the guilt onto Adrian.
I got the scissors. Hold him still.
What are you cutting?
I swear this demon
Castrate.
will pay. No, wait, guys, I got this.
Is that your
Ah,
knife?
that a
sharp
butterfly
objects!
knife?
Yeah, that's the
One
knife.
witness!
Yep.
But guys, those scars really do look like it's from his Nickel Samurai costume.
Yeah.
They're pointing at everything.
Ugh.
God, his hand looked so weird like that, though.
Ugh. I swear
Fingers,
this demon will pay.
In cash. Oh, hey, I'm back. Mr. Nick!
Pearls? Where's Mia?
She left.
I don't know. A really strong power suddenly called her away.
It's happy hour in heaven.
A really strong power.
Robin Williams comedy tour.
Oh, Mr. Nick, your phone is...
It's
Yeah,
from
I know.
Gumshoe.
We're just enjoying the theme song.
It's from
Oh, there we
Gumshoe.
go.
That means I'm reading the caller ID this time, finally.
He can learn.
That's such an old phone.
It's not old back
By
then.
2003.
How's it going? Have you been hanging in there, pal?
Actually, even by 2003 standard, that's kind of an older phone.
How?
He's poor.
Oh my god, he's dead.
Yeah, I'm fine, sort of. We just barely found something to latch onto.
Whew, that's good, pal.
And what about you? Anything yet? Have you figured out where the killer and Maya are?
We still don't have any leads, but...
What? We don't have any more time!
If we just had one, even a single clue would be really helpful.
was only able to come this far because I kept thinking to myself, I've got to keep the trial going until Maya's been rescued. But have I just run out of luck this time? Is all our hope for naught?
A tent.
I think this is Mia.
Oh, a tent.
Huh? A tent?
I could see a circus tent. Oh wait,
Yeah.
Mia!
it looks like Maya was unconscious until just a few minutes ago. As soon as she woke up, she called for me.
So it was Maya that called you away.
She's locked in a dusty little room right now. I could see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away. Though the clown was laughing very, very loud, I could hear it.
Gumshoe! Is there a circus in town right now?
There's only one, pal. The Berry Big Circus.
They're still here!
Maya is somewhere within a 300-foot radius of the main tent!
What? Okay, hold on a second, pal.
Jeez, Maya's got really good eyesight.
Hey, draw a circle on that map. About a 300-foot radius from the main tent. Hurry!
And
And?
I could see a mailbox under the window, just outside.
Shouldn't you mention that first?
Gumshoe! There's also a mailbox!
You're shouting this right in front of Ungard.
Okay, what else?
What else, Mia?
Blind deaf now.
I'm sorry, but it was a very small window. I couldn't see anything else. It felt like I was in an old office building. Maybe the maybe the third floor or so. Drink. You can have a drink.
I heard her. An old office building. Good stuff, pal.
I like how he switched.
Okay, just hang in there. Just a little longer, pal. Wish us luck.
Good luck!
I'll call you later, so don't let your battery die, okay, pal?
I've only got 20%!
Shit! Charge that shit right now!
Mia! Maya's not hurt, right?
Oh, she's in a pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's being starved.
Well, actually, they gave her other food, but she refuses to eat if it's on hamburgers.
And they keep eating hamburgers right in front of her.
The monsters!
Gumshoe, please, hurry.
Looks like we're out of time. Are you alright, Phoenix? Also, I'm so happy that my little sister's in trouble.
It's only a matter of time before Maya's rescued. I can do this. I just have to make this trial last a little bit longer.
March 23rd, 12:05 p.m. District Court. Courtroom number
Courtroom number 3.
Mambo number 5.
Mambo number 5.
Boom, 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 boom.
Court
You
will
guys
now
know-
reconvene.
It's 2020. You know that this is the year. If there's ever a year that Mambo number 6 is coming out, it's gonna be fucking this year.
Yeah, man. The killer, the man who murdered the victim, handed this to his client. From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real culprit. Now then, the prosecution calls the defendant's manager, Adrian Andrews, to the stand. Currently, the witness is accused of tampering and obstruction of justice. However, you have been called to the witness stand today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder.
Oh, sorry, I started yawning right in the middle of that.
Are we boring you, Miss Andrews?
I was, watching a nice show with the guards, and then you pulled me away, so
What
kinda...
show was it?
Oh, it was a kids' theater. I forget the full name.
Kids Theater Masterpiece.
Yes, that.
I'm familiar with it.
Wait a minute. Hold it! Are you sure it wasn't the Pink Princess? Warrior of Little Old Tokyo?
No, I don't. I can't stand the actress in that show.
Objection! Your Honor, the defense attorney is trying to force his opinions onto our viewing audience.
This is the longest 2 words I've ever heard.
I can like what they like.
I understand. Are you happy? Disembodied voice.
I think she's talking to you, Gooty.
She's just going to kill us all in her sleep.
Quiet, please.
Guys,
Very good. Now then,
you guys do.
have you ever seen this bear before, Miss Andrews?
You guys do realize we're part of Goody's campaign, right?
I'm
Oh,
not.
yeah. No, I want him to punish me.
Oh God!
Time will come. All of your times will come.
Someone put their icons together and put a heart over it.
The
Or-
DM stands for Daddy.
No, God, no!
Wait, what does the M stand for then?
Master.
Mm.
I like K's
Master of
better.
daddies.
God, okay. Of course I have.
You have seen it before?
That's right. It's only natural that the witness has. Miss Andrews, could you please enlighten the court to this bear's secrets?
Sorry, yawned again. All right.
Okay, we were right. It was the bears.
I told you.
Why? Why does she?
So framing me for murder again, Mr. Wright. Dick. Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. At its center is a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item.
Like, oh, I don't know, the ghost of an evil witch?
Or a suicide note.
That too.
Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear.
Guys, that's like where Olbag's soul is, and if you destroy it, you destroy her.
Oh, she's a lich. I get it now.
That's a phylactery. Got it.
No, that's just one Horcrux. You gotta find 100 more.
I mean,
No,
let's be
there's only
fair.
7.
Let's be
How
fair.
many-
Horcruxes are
He's killed
basically
100
phylacteries.
people?
Would you not be surprised?
I
You
think
guys-
she'd kill more than that.
Oh, she did
You
kill more,
died.
but she felt like more than 100 Horcruxes was too excessive.
Let's be fair. Horcruxes are basically phylacteries.
Yeah, kinda. Pretty
Dude, she
much.
kills people with her ray gun.
Pew, pew, pew.
You really can't tell that it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it.
They make it like that.
So, this figurine. It's a container of sorts, is it?
Yes, looks can be deceiving, wouldn't you agree?
Yes, this is superb craftsmanship. Oh, yes, I nearly forgot. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Ruby, take over meal while Adrian's
No,
on
I
stand.
was yawning.
The women are yawning.
Yeah,
We just don't interest them anymore.
not really. Okay.
I'm used to it.
It looks like there really
Pat.
was something to that bear after all. Yeah, and my Via voice.
I misread that as beer for a second.
Also,
The beer
Beer.
figurine.
Well,
Also,
you
can
did
someone
call
else take over for the judge for a minute? I gotta take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back.
Have Goody take over.
Goody's a judge.
Do it.
the judge has to pee.
Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle.
Hold it!
Quit yelling!
A puzzle?
That's right.
Well, it looks like an ordinary figurine.
True enough. To people who don't know, I'm sure they would never guess that this was a puzzle. So what kind of puzzle is this exactly?
If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time.
Hold it! So you can take it apart And how would one go about doing that?
Well, you first turn its tail to the right, and then push it in.
Oh, yes, I see.
After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed.
Oh, this is the most interesting.
A boy and his new toy. It's like he's 5 all over again.
Come on, just turn the crank here, and the little thing comes out, and don't mind me. Go ahead and carry on.
I think he's
What
lost
was
it.
Is he supposed to be like putting the arms back on and removing them?
He's just playing with it. He's trying to open the thing now.
So we just have to hand the judge a Rubik's Cube, and he's distracted for years.
So, what do you find after you take the puzzle apart?
I mean, I could solve a Rubik's Cube in about 5 minutes.
No one cares!
Let me just, whatever, guilty.
At its center is a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item. Yes, you can have a drink.
Hold it! How do you know about this?
I know because I was the one who bought it.
Huh?
It was a souvenir from when a friend and I went to Switzerland.
Then this was a present for you, from you. I'm gonna just drink whatever's in the bear now.
The bear stores beer!
Here, bear.
We bear beers.
No,
Adult Swim.
Shouldn't it be We Beer Bears?
True.
We bear bears. Da, 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 da,
No, the theme song is just sung with very drunken voices. We bear bears.
That's right. It was a puzzle in the shape of a bear, so I thought it would be perfect for Juan, as Old Bag would say.
So it was a present from Miss Andrews.
Witness, let's continue with your testimony.
Okay. I'm just gonna read this book. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear.
Hold it! So who exactly knew how to solve this puzzle?
Only the two of us, Juan and myself. It was a souvenir from Switzerland. So I doubt there are that many people with the same bear in this country. Also, I had really good chocolate.
This looks like it could be easily broken. Especially if someone kicked Mr. Phoenix right in the nuts.
What?
Bringing that
So I
back.
wanted to get at what's inside.
Your Honor, I would like to test your theory.
What?
Hold still. Take that.
Objection!
I may just be a poor underpaid action star, but I too would like to test that theory.
Go ahead, witness.
Objection!
Anyone test this theory?
Just everyone he's ever met him poorly.
Line up, everybody.
$5 a kick.
Even the creepy doctor is in line.
This case is
The
called
cleric.
Turnabout Conga Line.
Wendy Oldbag's in the line, of course.
She's in there
goes there for a while.
twice.
Yeah, she
Somehow.
Yeah, she just gets in line. She keeps running to the back after she finishes.
And even Maya's there because the killer let her out just for this
I'm an
moment.
old lady with plenty of disposable income.
Okay, I was totally gonna make that joke and I couldn't get an Edgeworth in, and then you did it.
Well, now if you say it, you're going to steal my joke. So there.
It's worth it.
Yes, I know what I say, Craig.
Guys, Iris is going to send something at us for making him edit all this shit.
He wanted this. He told us that he loves these tangents.
I'm back, by the way.
Okay.
Someone want to get at what's inside?
Thank you, Goody.
Well, it's a toy.
You missed the best part, Bote. About the judge playing with it.
Oh. Well, I'll
But
see
it
it when
can-
the full video comes out.
But it can never
Right.
be the same again once it's been broken.
You realize that's months off, right, Bowtie?
I am a patient boy!
Also, that can be said about anything about the broken thing.
You really can't tell that's a small jewelry box just by looking at it.
Hold it!
That's true.
Who else knows that this bear is actually a small container, or jewelry box?
I never told anyone. And as long as Juan never told anyone either, then only the two of us knew.
Two of you, huh? Then of course that means Mr. Ungard didn't know, right? I think this is all about all I'm gonna get for now.
Hello, Mr. Teddy Bundy.
Well, Mr. Wright, I think even you have come to realize that there is one very important fact we have uncovered, and that is this. This bear is actually a jewelry box. Now that we have agreed to this point, there is only one logical question that can come next, and that is this. What is inside the box? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the
Is it-
fucking box?
You could
But is it out of the box?
You could get
Out
of
of
the
the
box.
box. Out of the box.
you could get a guilty version, but would you rather have what the mystery box?
Ah,
It's a loot box, guys.
oh god, no.
Damn you, EA!
You get a new skin for Phoenix?
God damn it,
no.
Activision Blizzard! It's another fucking duplicate!
It's
Ours are
just a
for-
skin for Wendy Oldbag.
It's her true form, her final form. We should have known. We should have
Blinking
works Petty Box.
repeatedly.
Oh shit, this loot box is from the special summer edition. Everyone's in their pool wear.
Oh no! She's a fucking mind flayer at this point, guys.
Let's just.
Wait,
What's
was it
in the
before?
box? What is inside this
What's in this
box?
box?
What's inside?
That's right. That is what we are going to find out next. Witness?
Yes.
You are the only one who can open this. Please.
Look at her open with her hands on her hips.
There's
I'm
painful
pretty sure
silence
bell
hanging over
bottoms
the
were
courtroom.
well out of style by
All eyes are on
2003.
Miss Andrews now.
No,
as
those
she
are just
solves the
gene
puzzle,
cut.
Takes
Eh.
the bear apart.
I don't know.
Click!
I've opened it. Is this what you wanted?
What is that? It looks like a note.
I don't think we need to guess at what this is. Do we, Mr. Wright? It's the suicide note.
The suicide note.
The suicide note left by Juan Corrida's former manager, Celeste in Pax. Until now, no one knew of its whereabouts, but just as suspected, it was hidden. Hidden by the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida himself. It seems Celeste in Pax had very beautiful handwriting.
Edgeworth, it's not the time for this.
Admire the craftsmanship. And she just as beautifully signed her own name on this document.
Hey, Canon, Edgeworth hits on dead ladies.
This is most definitely the note she left right before she committed suicide. Rabble, 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 rabble.
Order!
You're still haven't gotten me my last one.
Witness! Did you know about this?
Everyone knew about it.
Yes, I did. I heard all about it from Juan. When I discovered his body, I looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public,
Too late for that.
but I couldn't find it anywhere.
Because it had already been taken by the... There. Let me try that again. Because it had already been taken by the killer.
One sec. Everything is going at Mr. Edgeworth's pace. So now that the Sousa note has been found, what's the next logical question?
What is written on the note?
That's right. At least that's what I would think. Good job, Phoenix. You won a dog treat.
Now then, I believe it is only appropriate the contents of this note be made known.
I can't stop you, can I? I went through so much just to get my hands on it. And I was going to burn it for her sake.
I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop.
That's what he says during sex.
Oh God.
Your Honor, if you could, please read aloud the contents of the note.
Very well.
The judge's voice rang loud and clear through the deathly silent courtroom. In her note, Celeste Impacts left to us a record of all that had happened to her. About being used and then thrown away by Ungard. About being engaged to Kurita and Ungard's role in destroying that. And about how she decided, in her despair, to end it all.
And that's all Miss Impacts had to say.
There is one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Mr. Ungard.
Then, what?
Our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder. Isn't that correct, witness?
Yes. On the night of the murder, Juan was going to make the contents of the note public. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to hold a press conference.
My word.
Matt Ungard values, above all else, his refreshing like a spring breeze image.
Be right back.
Which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. At any cost.
It's Ungard's fault that woman killed herself.
And this time he even went so far as to kill someone to stop him from revealing that.
I like how it sounds like Matt's doing that.
How
How
terrible!
I guess.
There is no room for doubt here. Mr. the Killer's client's goal was to obtain this suicide note. And the only person who needed the note so badly is the defendant. Let's not forget that the bear with the note inside was found at the defendant's house.
It seems we have come to the truth at last. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy from anyone.
You'll get no sympathy from me.
I fight for my friends.
How am I supposed to escape from this one?
Why the hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do.
I know. I have to carry on and buy him some more time. Okay. There are 2 deadly pieces of evidence. The figurine and the suicide note. Maybe, somehow, I can find a way out of this situation through one of those.
If he wants to buy Gumshoe some more time, you should buy an hourglass. The gavel's already in the judge's hand. Phoenix, hurry! I did that so wrong.
You're fine.
Suicide note or the figurine? Which one of these should I pursue? Which one, guys?
I say suicide note.
1 vote suicide note. What else? What else? We got here. One for suicide. Oh, come on, one for suicide. 1 for suicide. Okay, man, 1 for suicide.
I don't see why we need to question the figurine anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, suicide note it is.
Oh, sweet seed. Yeah.
Objection!
We did it.
Please, wait, Your Honor! Oh man, look at that lawyer.
He's still going
at it.
It's like he doesn't even care that he's trying to get a killer off the hook.
I think Your Honor believes that Matt Ungard killed in order to obtain this note.
Yes, that is correct.
But that seems a little strange. In fact, I think there's a contradiction here! This note was hidden by Mr. Kurita until the night of the murder. If that is the case, I say that Matt Ungard could not have known what was written on this note!
Oh, I didn't think of it that way.
Exactly. But I did think of it that way, and I thought it was rather strange. No one in their right mind would kill for a note without first knowing what it said.
Order! 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 You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion?
It's just a flash, but I think I did rather well on this one.
Unfortunately. I think he believes differently.
I believe a show of appreciation is in order.
Huh?
The defense seems to be in love with wishing him more to spare upon itself. I would like to direct the court's attention to this.
What is that?
It is a very small video camera, Your Honor. This type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying.
Spying?
I wish I thought of that so much easier than peeking out the bathroom door.
I know, right?
What the? I thought that spy camera was in my possession.
Nope.
You can just buy one anywhere. Matt Ungard and the victim both thought of the other as their biggest rival. They even went so far as to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses.
And?
The victim, one Kurita, was being spied on. His personal life was being watched by none other than Matt Ungard.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright!
Oh, sure. I would like a number 3 with cheese.
This is not a fast food restaurant. This is a courtroom!
Well, obviously it's not a fast food restaurant. I've been waiting for my black coffee for the last hour or so.
I'm a number 9. A number 9 large.
I still haven't gotten my strawberry sundae.
What kind of fast food restaurant is this?
Fine, that'll be 783. Pull through to the second window.
Thank you.
You said that an hour ago.
Yes, Your Honor?
You... Don't tell me you knew about your client's spying activities!
Well, sort of.
Why would you admit that?
Sort of is not an acceptable answer, Mr. Wright.
I see you are confused, Mr. Wright. You're probably thinking, but I have the camera was in there. Let me try that again. You're probably thinking, yeah. You're probably thinking, but I have the camera that was in the bear's stuffed eye. Fuck. Drink.
One more time. Just drink this whole thing of Coke right here.
The next thing you'll say is, Nani?
You're probably thinking, but I have the camera that was in the stuffed bear's eye.
Yeah.
But I was thinking I had the camera in the stuffed bear's eye. What?
Nani?
Nani?
But this camera I have here is not the same one. Last night, I searched the victim's house on a hunch. Using this.
Gumshoe's bug sweeper.
By the way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were found on this camera.
Jesus, Matt was obsessed with this guy.
Matt on God's fingerprints were on there.
Well, Phoenix, it looks like those cameras were hidden all over the place, huh?
What am I supposed to say to that evidence?
I think this is the end. It's fairly obvious that Mr. On Guard learned of the suicide note through this. He was watching the victim all along.
Even in the shower?
Especially in the shower.
Got me good this time. I don't have anything to counter that.
Are we sure that Matt
Hey,
just
hey!
wasn't
Now what's a
staring?
lawyer thinking?
Mommy, is that man the bad killer guy?
Shh! Stop! Don't look at him!
Why did you hit it?
The way he's sweating is just so ew, nasty.
Nasty.
Go,
Phoenix.
cat.
Yes, Chief?
Have you figured out what you're going to do next yet?
What I'm going to do next? Does running away like a frightened child work?
No, it doesn't. I know it seems like Mr. Edgeworth is very close to putting the lid on this case. But, in his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing.
Oh, what is it, Mia?
There is a piece of evidence that he really should investigate.
Something
He won't do that until
should
it's been off, though. I would really hate to see the good prosecutor get scolded for not remembering to look into the item when he had the chance.
Why are you speaking in riddles all of a sudden?
I'm not.
All right, I think it's time we finally understand everything. Well, Mr. Wright, you don't have any further objections, do you?
What is this piece of evidence that Mia's talking about? Can I figure out what it is that still needs to be looked at? Or should I let it go? No, I'm presenting evidence.
Yeah.
I have an objection, Your Honor.
It's just everybody's like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that was about the weakest objection I've ever heard, Mr. Wright.
And you've obviously never heard yourself in a recording.
Oh!
Objection. Press the continue.
Objection!
He won't.
Your Honor, the defense has no intention of letting this go easily.
You're beginning to sound desperate.
Because he
That's
is.
just your imagination, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, this is not like you at all. In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important thing.
Hey, isn't that what I just said?
even here they're
So-
stealing our jokes.
You're telling me that I forgot something?
Yes.
Your anniversary.
You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. But there's something you really should examine about this piece of evidence. What is it, guys?
I don't know.
Go through
Does
that.
anybody else know?
Okay, go. Keep going.
I know. Do you?
I
With the bear.
don't know.
I flip through the thing real quick. Nope. Go slower a bit.
Well, you can skip through this part because we.
Yeah. Wait, go to the camera.
This camera?
The
No,
other
the other,
camera.
the video camera. Set to record the victim's room from 8 p.m. for 1 hour. So that's a very short window.
Go to the next one. Okay, never mind.
I think it's the camera itself, because we'd have to, because it might not have been that the doll was opened during that time frame.
But this is not. That's not the point he was making. The point Edgeworth is making is that he's been using cameras for a long time, and he put them everywhere. That's how he knew about the suicide note.
But then recorded for an hour.
That's this camera. Well,
That's
the
the
other.
specific one.
He couldn't open it though.
Yeah, but
The figurine.
so guys, what you're forgetting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take that!
I still know what we're forgetting.
This is Miss Impact's suicide note, right?
Who knows? I mean, sure, this suicide note was found inside this bear. But this bear was in my possession until only a few moments ago. Which means... the handwriting on the suicide note has yet to be analyzed!
I still don't get it, but okay.
We don't know if
Oh,
it's
he's saying someone else could have written the note.
It could be
Yeah.
a
And it
forgery.
might not be Celeste. And for all he knows, that Phoenix could have written the note.
Or Edgeworth, or someone else, or just someone else could. Maybe Juan wrote it.
Yeah, because it's all pointing towards Matt.
Yeah,
That is true, yeah.
this could have been forged.
They
So-
don't have... Yeah.
As to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Miss Impacts or not, that is yet to be even remotely confirmed.
Ah, he wants it to be taken to the lab. Give him one more day!
Mr. Wright, you can't seriously be suggesting.
Mr. Wright. Are you saying this suicide note is a fake?
Miss Andrews, you were the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. Ungard. Who's to say you didn't create a fake suicide note and put it
yeah.
into this bear?
How dare you?
Objection! Your Honor, the defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again. There is no evidence linking the witness to the suicide note whatsoever.
Objection! But if this is a fake, then only the witness is... But if this is a fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it!
What?
Recall the witness's testimony concerning this figurine. The only person other than the victim who could solve the puzzle is the witness herself!
Ah! I can't scream.
Miss Andrews!
Ah.
You wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote it so you can use it to frame Matt Ungard!
I did no such thing.
Objection! Right, if you're going to pronounce this suicide note a fake, then show this court some evidence to support your theory.
Objection! Mr. Edgeworth, you were the one who presented this scrap of paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies with you, The prosecution!
Oh, that's where you get this from.
Damn.
Iris.
That's enough! Mr. Edgeworth, can you confirm the handwriting on this suicide note?
It's this. Hold on, my thing fell. It's as the defense has said. Yeah, it is.
Oops, sorry.
Oh.
The handwriting has yet to be analyzed.
Bowtie. Goody.
Oh no, he disappeared again.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
if that's the case.
Yeah, actually, Goody, you're gonna have to take over me for a second. I gotta go AFK. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Ruby, take over for me too. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay.
It seems that yet again we have reached a point where a verdict is impossible.
That's impossible!
Yes, exactly.
Just keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
This isn't good, Phoenix.
The judge is gonna carry this trial over one more day. I don't think Maya will physically be able to make it another day.
I didn't want to have to do this, but I don't have a choice. I request that both the prosecution and defense further investigate.
Handwriting analysis, my butt! That lawyer's just trying to buy more time!
On guard is guilty. Look, any idiot can tell you that.
I think we've reached the end of the line.
Guilty! 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 Guilty!
Well, the court of public opinion certainly made its decision.
Yes.
Ring, ring.
Oh.
What is that sound?
It's Gumshoe. Hello? Gumshoe! What is with him? What's with that sigh? Where's Maya? What happened to the killer?
He got away.
What?
I'm sorry, pal. I really am. I don't know what to say besides I'm sorry. I wish there was some way I could make it up to you. I really do.
Anyway, what's going on?
We found his hideout, pal. But the two of them were already gone.
This is terrible.
I'm going to keep looking for them, pal. Don't you worry. I just need a little more time.
What?
Don't tell me we don't. We don't have any more.
Guilty!
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 Guilty! Innocent!
Do you hear that? They're calling for his head!
Mr. Wright, I can't. For us to come this far and... Oh!
What is it?
Let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth.
I can't do that!
Mr. Wright, would you please get a hold of yourself, or I kick you in the nuts?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm about to end today's proceedings. You may take your phone calls after.
Hold on, Your Honor. Edgeworth, catch! Take that!
Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh my God! Now this you're talking to.
I'll have to do it. Mr. Edgeworth. Please, you gotta buy us some more time. Court is in session. Click.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. You were saying?
Mr. Wright, this is a court of law.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but
I am reluctant to do this. However, it appears I have no choice but to suspend proceedings until tomorrow.
this time, I really can't do anything.
Court is now adjourned for the day.
I'm back.
Well, too late. Court's adjourned.
Objection!
Oh, never mind.
Please wait, Your Honor.
Edgeworth?
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I humbly request another 30 minutes of Your Honor's time.
For what purpose?
We can perform the necessary test on this piece of evidence in that time.
Can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes? Or less?
If not, it's free, Your Honor.
Domino's handwriting analysis.
I believe we can, Your Honor.
But wouldn't it be better if we adjourn for today and then reconvene tomorrow?
30 minutes. Please, Your Honor. That's all I am asking for.
Please, Your Honor!
Very well. At the prosecution's request, this court will now take a 30-minute recess. But be advised that I will not allow another recess today.
I'm not sure if this is helping or hurting us.
The court will now take its final recess of the day.
Woo, I'ma go do the swing set.
I should know that bit again.
March 23rd, 2:04 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. Right. Well, what's going on with Maya's situation?
The killer. It looks like he got away again. 30 minutes? You can't find her in that time.
Hello, I'm back.
Report. Is that Mr. Edgeworth? We don't have time. Just spit it out. Right. It looks like we just missed them, sir. But the killer left a few things behind by accident in his rush to get away. A few things?
Can we use any of them as evidence?
I thought you'd ask, pal.
Huh?
I've got the things he left with me right now, and I'm on my way over.
Really?
Like, talking himself.
That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to the crime lab first. We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swiped the stuff and ran. What? Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to. I'm really sorry, sir, but I've got to put the law on hold for now.
Sounds bad. I hope he doesn't get in too much trouble over this.
With my hunk of junk car, I'd say I'd be there in about 20 minutes, sir.
He drives a Trans Am.
Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me.
Hold it. He can afford a car and Phoenix can't.
Well, I guess Gumshoe does draw some kind of a paycheck.
Yeah, but it keeps getting cut.
Maybe he bought it when he was really a good detective.
All right.
And then something happened.
So he never bought
All
it.
right. Just get here in one piece.
He got it in a police auction.
I'm on a mission now, and no one can stop me, sir. No one.
What about a red light?
I'm pulling out all the stops and running every red light.
Items left by the murderer, huh? Maybe there's something among them that will be decisive enough to end this.
Whoa.
Hey, what's wrong? Detective Gumshoe, answer me. No one can stop me.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
No.
This is why you don't run red lights.
What happened?
It sounded like he had an accident. I'm guessing his cell phone broke as well. That or his body.
What was he thinking? You've got to hurry and call for help.
but we have no idea where he is. His cell phone is broken, and he wasn't driving a patrol car, so no radio either. Also, if we don't get to those items before they do, the police will take possession of them.
No! We can't let that happen!
Well, if there is a way we can find out where he is, then we stand a chance.
I like how worried Edgeworth seemed to be.
Why did Gumshoe have to get into an accident now? Is there any way to find out exactly where he is at this moment? Do you guys know a way?
Yup.
I know you know, Goody.
You gotta help us.
You guys know a
The
way?
transceiver, right?
That's right! There is a way!
What? How?
I'm sure we can find out where Detective Gumshoe is through this.
Fubai.
Oh yeah!
Take that!
Fun karma!
Why are you bringing up Francisca at a time like... Oh! I see. I'll try to get in contact with her. The chances are slim, but she's all we have.
Probably should have surgery.
Francisca. Will she even want to help us? Edgeworth,
What is it?
I don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. I know my client is guilty, but what I'm doing now, I'm pinning the guilt onto someone totally innocent and using the evidence to do so. Might be my turn to say, defense attorney Phoenix Wright chooses death.
Right. It doesn't suit someone like you to cry useless tears. Whether you did your job well or not. That can only be seen after the verdict has been decided.
The verdict. Who's bailiff? Greg Bailiff.
I'll do it. Is Prosecutor Edgeworth here?
Yes, bailiff.
There's a phone call for you, sir. They said it was extremely urgent.
Oh my god.
They're probably finished with the handwriting analysis. I have to go take this call. In the meantime, think hard about what it is you must do.
Is no one gonna call Francisca?
He's gonna do it like while he's out.
To be continued.
Tomorrow, because it's getting late and I gotta yell later.
Yeah.
Yep. No, we gotta save our voices for tomorrow.
The end game is it's about to get super fucking intense.
And
now.
Goody, you're about to get lines.
I know.
He got wise as the judge.
Yeah, sorry about that.
His actual lines. Not
Hey, no,
lines.
it's fine.
Not lines that are handed to him out of pity.
I wouldn't call it pity, more necessity.
What do you guys think so far?
I knew eventually I was going to have to talk to myself.
Yeah.
Hey, if what I think is gonna happen happens, I might have to do the same.
All right. Any other thoughts?
Shit's really hitting the fan, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Get the feeling we ain't
Unguarded
seen nothing
dick.
I feel bad. I feel bad about all those jokes we made about how poor Gumshoe is, and now he got in a fucking car wreck.
I thought you were gonna say a coma. I was like, he's not in a coma
yet.
I mean, it's implied that he was like pretty fucking battered from the car accident.
Wait, if Bowtie has to talk to himself and I have to talk to myself, is Goody going to have to talk to himself as Francisca and John Doe?
Maybe.
Oh, I hope that happens.
We'll see.
Wait a minute. If I have to talk to myself, and Kay has to talk to himself, and Goody has to talk to himself, then who's flying the plane?
It's Launchpad!
I played the plane, Mr. Nick.
Oh,
You're doomed.
It's on autopilot.
Ace Attorney, funeral service.
Airplane, the Ace Attorney edition.
Ace Attorney.
Turnabout burial.
Ace Attorney, Ace Combat.
Well, to be fair, that whole get a hold of yourself slapline scene is very similar to the nut kicking scene we're having now.
Objection! Rule of threes, though. That's what made it funny.
No. We're going past that. We're kicking all the nuts as many times as we can.
when you were gone, when you were gone, and Goody was the judge, he we actually did the bit where people were lining up to kick Phoenix in the nuts.
Oh, okay.
I like to test this theory. Stay here. I want to test the theory by kicking him in the nuts.
Yeah.
Stopping the recording now.